Welcome to Saturday Morning Slam, the most G-rated show in the land. The show is mainly for kids, and people who are redacted. Alright, if you know, you know. If you don't know, get to know. But if you know where that intro's from, yes, I've did a cover on it, then you leave it down below. Alright, see if anyone gets it, I will be mightily impressed. I think it's honestly one of the greatest videos on YouTube, but anyway. Less said about it, the better, because let's dive in to the return of Saturday Morning Slam. And I say the return of Saturday Morning Slam, it's not really the return of Saturday Morning Slam, but there is a problem. And the problem is, people were expecting on Netflix that we were going to get like extreme levels of greatness. You were going to get levels of brutality, you were going to get swearing, you were going to get like TVMA rated shows. But the reality is, folks, that was never ever in a month of Sundays going to happen. And I'll tell you why it was never going to happen. It's 2024. Even if something is TV 14, right, in 2024, it is more PG than something that was PG back in the day. Like SmackDown, people seem to forget this, but SmackDown back in 99, 2000 wasn't even TV 14. It was PG. And look at the stuff you were getting on it. People seem to think there was an automatic fix of wrestling where if it changes from PG to like TVMA or even a 12 rating or something, you're going to get this like automatic great show. But it just doesn't work out like that. You know what I mean? Like some of the greatest movies ever have got PG ratings. Some of the greatest movies ever have got universal ratings. Some of the greatest movies ever have got 18 ratings. But the reality is, people are blinded by that. And I'm glad that I'm glad that Nick Khan and Triple H have come out and spoke about it today. And this was during a media event in Los Angeles to promote WWE's move to Netflix. WWE President Nick Khan said the following about the show's content. And I quote, "We're not changing the rating of our program. There's some online chatter about, it's going to be R-rated. And for us, our folks, like X-rated. That's definitely not happening. It's family-friendly, multi-generational, advertiser-friendly programming. It's going to stay that way. I would look for a more global flair, especially as the relationship with Netflix continues to develop." End of quote. So, I mean, that should pretty much put anyone's, expectations of anything being X-rated or R-rated down the drain. I mean, he's pretty much said it's family-friendly. That tells you all you need to know. I think a crucial one as well is a advertiser friendly. It's done. It is done. There's just not a chance, right, that this is going to ever amount to anything good. In terms of any hardcore shit, we're not going to get thumbtacks scattered on tables. It's never been the WWE way. Like, yeah, they ventured into it, but even in Attitude Era, I don't recall thumbtacks being used unless it was like Mick Foley, right? Honestly, I don't. And I think WWE's use of thumbtacks over the years has been good because I think in AEW, I feel like they whip out thumbtacks every pay-per-view. Or even when there's a hint of a hardcore match, they whip out the thumbtacks. People remember the ones in WWE. You remember Randy Orton getting thrown by Foley onto the thumbtacks. You remember Triple H, Pedigree, and Mick Foley onto the thumbtacks. You remember Foley getting chokeslammed onto the thumbtacks. You remember all that. You know what I mean? See in AEW, what? Oh, we put we super glue thumbtacks onto our boots and then do super kicks to people's faces and they'll puncture their eyeballs. Yeah, AEW. But Triple H also had a few things to say, so let's dive into that. This is Paul Triple H Lefesque. He said the following, and I quote, "I think it's what you want and expect out of WWE. It's not pushing anybody away from what they want. It's a safe place for families, for kids, for everybody to be able to view the programming. That will not change." End of quote. Oh, it's a safe place for families, for friends, for kids. But honestly, man, all of us that grew up, man, in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, it's like we fucking loved this stuff. So why are we the world's just gone woke, man? There's a picture of me in my crib in the year 2000, and you know what's on the telly? WWF Raw, right? Kane versus Kurt Angle. So from like a month old, I was watching professional wrestling, sports entertainment. I was watching Monday Night Raw in the year fucking 2000, right? Yeah, can I remember it? No, but the photo evidence is there. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when these people come out. Oh, I started watching wrestling in the cinematic era. Well, you don't know anything. You don't know dick. You don't know hee haw. All right. And this whole gimmick, man. Oh, it's going to be okay. They're going to bring out these big ass rated R. We knew they weren't going to do this, man. It's not going to be as bad as Saturday Morning Slam as the thumbnails for this video suggests, but it does feel like a bit of a step backwards because I thought with Netflix you might have got something, but you were never going to get TV like, you know, Emmy, man. You're never going to get massive blade jobs, and I don't really want blade jobs, man. Wouldn't mind the use of fake blood or whatever on the odd blade job if it seriously requires it, but they need to fix the stories. They need to fix what's actually happening on the weekly to weekly shows, not the, you know, the one-off time they use thumbtacks. You know what I mean? Anyway, folks, that is it. It's Dara V turning into Saturday Morning Slam. If you know the intro, I'd be very intrigued if you could leave a comment and reveal whose video it was. I'll give you a clue. It was in the YWC, the YouTube wrestling community. So, aye, till next time. Peace.